Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. Here on the Pro Wrestling Show, here's what we're going to have the matches. Paige and Brie Bell defend their women's tag team titles against former champions Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Roxanne Raquel win the tag team titles back. We'll talk about it coming up here. Also, to original El Gran Americano and Los Americanos Hermanos takes on El Gran Mano and Los Americanos in the trios for them. See that match coming up. Plus, Oba Femi continues to open challenge. He's going to step up and meet Oba Femi once again for his open challenge. We'll see coming up here on Oba Femi's challenge. But we get the Pro Wrestling Show started. I'm going to show you. Oh, folks. I'm trying to get that folks. Open Family's gonna do his open challenge. He's gonna step up. You won't believe he stepped up in more ways than one. He calls the open challenge to be the more open challenge. We'll talk about it coming up. As well as this, we get the Raw Ring Report started with this man right here. The World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns responds to Jacob Fatu's brutal attack on the Bloodline. We get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Presents the Raw Ring Report. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show for the Raw Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's not waste no time whatsoever. Let's get things started right here, right now. I'm going to get things started right here. We get things started here on the Raw Ring Report with this right here. We know that Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu are no strange to each other. We just found out that we thought Roman and Jacob were cousins, but actually Roman has been an uncle to Jacob. Jacob's more like the nephew in a way. Well, we found out last week when Jacob Fatu did that destruction to Roman and the Usos just and did so, but Jacob causing more hurt than pain. He did, taking down Roman Reigns. What Roman was going to do to respond to that, Jacob licking the belt, which was kind of indeed nasty in a way, but that's Jacob's business. Well, it looks like we said, we told you, Jacob Fatu made it clear that what's going on him and Roman on what their issues were. And they want to dress them and stuff. Well, it looks like the Usos and Roman got some vengeance this week for last week. They went and savaged and attacked Jacob Fatu. Jacob didn't know what to expect, and Jacob was kind of all over the place. Jacob was trying to fight back. They even tied Jacob up. I told you Jacob Fatu is crazy. It's crazy than the botch B. When you think about it, Jacob Fatu making it seem like that anyway, but Jacob Fatu getting attacked by his own bloodline because he's uncontrollable. And Roman had to do something about it. And Roman did. It looks like they're going back to the old bloodline stuff again by doing what they did. And I think Jacob Fatu really didn't know who he messed with Roman and all them. Roman and them making sure that Jacob pay the price and pay the price indeed and what he did. But like I said, we're gonna talk about this right here. This match has been officially made. Roman Jacob's gonna do it one more time. It's gonna be tribal combat for the world championship and Clash in Italy. So we'll see this match once again. The winner of the match, if Jacob loses, he must acknowledge Roman as his tribal chief. Jacob Roman gonna have a match, and we'll see Roman Reigns can do so going forward in that. We saw the Usos got involved as well. What's going on with that? The Usos, they want to kind of stick into the same position. Look like LA Knight's trying to question the Usos and see where their loyalty stands and why they're siding with Roman, which LA Knight did not like, and saying that they're always he's trying to fight for the plan, but it just turned around and bite them in the you know what. So we see the Usos are not budging one bit. Well, we get to this right here. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships were on the line as the Bella Twins defend. Brie Bella and Paige. They call themselves Team Scream Mode, which makes sense. Paige likes to scream, and Nikki Brie likes that Bella mode. We ain't seen Nikki. What's going on with that? Well, it looks like the Judgment Day. Trying to get that back to goal. Roxanne Perez and her little issues with Liv Morgan. Well, you know what? Well, it looks like none other than Team Scream Mode won their match. Team Scream Mode gets the job done, get the victory. And as you see right here, Nikki and Brie and Paige, they're on a winning chance. They've been winning belts as lately. And we saw that tonight. But Team Scream Mode retained their tag team titles. But I'll show you something right quick with Team Scream Mode. Team Scream Mode, they're gonna have a important match at Saturday night's main event coming up. Yeah, this gonna be real important to see from Team Scream Mode to see. But they're gonna be defending the title. Even Live Icarius and Bailey tried to get involved as well. But Team Scream Mode, Paige and Brie Bella will defend the tag team titles against Nia Jackson, Last Legend, on Saturday night main event. So, like we said, don't forget, we'll have the Saturday night main event predict the outcome special, as well as the Saturday night main event aftermath and what went down. So we'll see that match going up eventually down the road. Well, we get to this right here. Oba Femi. Oba Femi had his open challenge. And Oba Femi did open challenge. Remember last week, Oba Femi was victorious against the Garza family. I guess that's it for the Garza family. Even to the point that general manager Nick Adam Pierce said the same thing. This is what happened last week when Oba Femi defeated Roberto and Garza. Made use of them, quick work of them. They did so, but they did so. I don't think we'll see them. Hopefully, we'll see them. Perhaps Triple A or what's going on and stuff. Well, it looks like Oba Femi was trying to get ready for his open challenge until he got ambushed and attacked from behind by Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, we haven't seen Brock Lesnar since WrestleMania when Oba defeated him at Mania. And we thought Brock was retired, but Brock wasn't retired. Brock had swerved everybody thinking that he was retired, and Brock Lesnar delivered not one, not two, not even three, but four viciously F5s. Brock Lesnar laying Oba Femi down to renew their rivalry once again. And now Brock Lesnar did. Brock Lesnar did not wait and did not hesitate one bit. He let it be known that he was taking down Oba Femi, and he did so. He F5 Oba Femi like it was nothing. And Brock Lesnar came back with a vengeance and came back with vengeance tonight, delivering 4 F5s. Well, we know this right here that Alan Pierce was looking for Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman was right in Alan Pierce's door, giving Alan Pierce a contract that Brock Lesnar wrote that he'll come out of retirement to meet Oba Femi at Clash in Italy. So there's going to be a clash in Italy between these two behemoths. But Brock Lesnar signed his name on the paper. Now it has Alan Pierce got to make, if he wants this match, he will make sure that Oba Femi will sign. Oba Femi will oblige. We'll see if Oba Femi is going to sign that document away. Keep an eye on that. Well, it looks like LA Knight continues on talking to folks they had history with. He talked to Seth Rollins. These two men have a long history together, and they don't see eye to eye, but they have to respect each other because of the vision that Seth created. Well, it looks like Seth Rollins saying that he don't care who he goes against, and he wants to get his hands on Braun Breaker. And Seth Rollins said he didn't compete in nearly 9 months, and so he wanted to get back and compete. So we'll see who he will compete against coming up. Well, we tell you this right here. It looks like Finn Balor went against his protege JD Madonna in a street fight. Finn Balor won, but I don't know what's they're doing because it's not making no sense. But I'm feuding with Finn Balor, feuding with Dominic again. So not Dominic, but JD. What's the payoff going to be? You turned them heel against each other. So what's going to be the big difference? So see, there's no allegiance to that. So hey, see how that's going to go between Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, I guess. Well, it looks like Becky Lynch and Sora Roca wants face to face. Looks like Becky's not going to give Sora what she wants, a championship match, because Becky believes Sora's not ready. Sora believes she is ready. Sora Roca, and she's ready. Well, we'll see next this weekend for a non-title match. Becky Lynch versus Sora Roca. No women's Intercontinental Championship is not on the line. But we'll see that one-on-one Becky versus Sora Roca as well. Speaking of that, too, Penta will take on Ethan Page for the Intercontinental title. Ethan Page saying that he's here. He might call saying Ethan Page is a good wrestler, but he got a big ego. So we'll see that ego is going to withstand, withhold. See about that. Well, we get to this right here. We get to this right here, the huge 6-woman tag team match. We told you, Page Screamo won. So hey, we talked about that I think earlier. So well, we get to this right here, the main event. It looks like it was going to be Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory. What a matchup that was! But then we saw this right. We saw that earlier already with Brock Lesnar and everybody else. So we saw the Street Profits was trying to intervene. We saw, well, not them, not the Street Profits. Well, it looked like Seth Rollins and Angelo Dawkins may have respect for each other, but like Seth doesn't have respect for Montez Ford. Montez Ford is not buying it, not falling in for the trap. And what's going on with that? So a whole bunch of stuff going on throughout. So it looks like we're seeing a lot going on. Raw was somewhat okay. The vision stuff might need some more work. It looked like Seth Rollins in the pit with Austin Theory. I guess he was trying to make Austin Theory. Well, Austin Theory was a protege of his a couple of years ago, as well as Braun Breaker and Logan Paul. Like all of them are 90s babies. Yeah, all of them are 90s kids that's growing up with beards. That way it looks like to me. But we'll see with that. I think tonight, the impact of the night was no question Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi renewing their rivalry. Brock and Oba go one-on-one at Clash and Italy. We'll see that, as well as the second important match was Roman versus Jacob. So Roman versus Jacob one more time, tribal combat. We'll see that. All right. That ends the Raw Ring report. Let's move on to wrestling hot topics. Wrestling hot topics. I want to talk about this right here before we leave out. I want to talk about Ronda Rousey. Show a picture of Ronda right quick. Ronda Rousey and GM Club Miro had their match. This what right here. Ronda Rousey.
Official weight for Gina Carano.
Ronda Rousey. Gina Carano.
141.4 pounds.
Ronda Rousey.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So you saw Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey. We can't show you the actual footage because of copyrights and stuff. Well, it looks like they had huge payday. Gina Carano took $1 million and Ronda Rousey took $2 million for 17 seconds. That's nearly like $8,000. 8,000 a what you want to call it, an hour for something that Ronda Rousey easily make that some people can't even make for nearly 10 years or 20 at least. But a quick payday for Ronda Rousey. A lot of people were kind of upset about it, and they were. I was kind of like, wow. I was watching into it, and the next thing I know, it was over with before it got even started. So even TKO recognized that too about Jake Paul's promotion and what's going on, saying that it was kind of like not giving the fans what they want, the money's worth, which is he got a point. So Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano made a quick payday off on Netflix expense. So you see how that went down. And finally, on the other news, Beyond the Mat director Barry Rose, I want to not botch his name. He was the brains behind Beyond the Mat, but prior to that, he was Eddie Murphy's comedian writer that wrote all those jokes for Eddie Murphy during his SNL heyday. Well, he was a part Beyond the Mat. You remember Jake the Snake Roberts, Terry Funk, and Mick Foley. It's centered around those three stars. Mick Foley with the Rock, with the I Quit match. Terry Funk had a match briefly with Bret Hart, and Jake the Snake Roberts was struggling with his demons at the time with alcohol and everything else to stay afloat. So, like we said, he passed away, and Mick Foley gave his proper respect, and it was nice of Mick Foley to do so. All right, we're gonna leave you with the Vision, Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul causing more chaos and more trouble than never before against Seth Rollins. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you tomorrow for the NXT Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.